Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. We have done one video on improve your vocabulary, and that day I've given you few tricks to improve your vocabulary, and I told you to take a notebook, take a page and make words using different alphabets, and I've told you the tricks how to make words and all these things. Improving vocabulary. Now we will take the second step. The first step was how to make words, and then second word is how to check that what you have got in your mind. Read a lot. To improve your vocabulary, you have to read a lot. Suppose you love film magazines, you want to know about actors and actresses, you love that thing, read those magazines. If you are a sports person, you love sports, then there are so many sports magazines. If you love politics, then read newspapers. And even, I give you my example, that when at night I have to read something, when there is nothing to read, I always take syllabus books, even of class 2 and 3, and then I go and start reading different guided English of Pakistan or Oxford, any English reading book for kids. By reading, you will find new words. Now, what are new words? New words are those, if you don't know the meaning, that word is new for you. Gobsmacked is a word. I have heard it for the very first time. Then, you know what? While reading Oxford English, this word I found, gobsmacked. I tried to find it in dictionary. There was not a word in dictionary also, but it was written in Oxford series. Then I went to a link, Webster's dictionary site, link over there, and I found the meaning. Gobsmacked means when you are highly surprised. How highly surprised? When you see something and you are surprised and you open your mouth like it, you are shocked. That situation, that state is called gobsmacked state. So when you read something, then you find new word. A good learner of English who want to improve English should have a notebook all the time. Now, a small diary, even a page in your pocket with the pen. Whenever you find a new word, you don't know the meaning, just write the word on that page, on that notebook, and then open the dictionary, find the meaning, and you will learn a new word. So reading a lot is very important. Then the words you read, the new word, make a sentence of that word, a meaningful sentence. Like if a very simple sentence is there, word is there, beautiful. Don't just make a sentence, she is beautiful. This is not a sentence. Try to make, I have seen a beautiful scene at the sky. I have seen a beautiful smile at my brother's face. So, a sentence should be meaningful. What do you mean by a meaningful sentence? In which the meaning of that word will become clear to you, will become clear to others. So after reading a lot, find new words. When you find a new word, make a sentence a meaningful sentence. Then, after that, some people, they love to work on roots. What are English roots? Basically, the roots are word. First I'll give you one example, and then like we say J-E-C-T, ject. Now, this is an English root. What it is called? It is called an English root. We are at this point. Remember, I'm just trying to explain you this thing. When we say ject, this is an English root. Ject means push something. In Urdu we say dhakelna. This is what ject root, this word means particularly. Now, this is a difficult task. Some people who are good learners, they want to do this thing. What they will do? Now from this ject, we will make some more words. Like, if you would put in before that, it will become inject. If you will put sub before it, it will become subject. If you will put ob before it, it will become object, and so on. If you will put re, it will become reject. So by this, what we are going to do is that we are adding some prefixes or suffixes to a root, and then it will become a new word. This is how some people, they improve their vocabulary. Remember, the prefixes always come before the word, as we have did just now. Like, you can add in before a word, inexperienced, prejudice, anti something, unexperienced. Then ed, shun, and amenement. This will come after, and it is called suffixes. Prefixes add something before this root, and suffixes is after root. The best way that I like is synonyms. What are synonyms basically? One word, I always tell students that during class, and teachers also, during class, whenever a word comes, there are two meanings. There are two meanings of a word. One is the dictionary meaning, and second is the understanding meaning. During lecture, a teacher not always open the dictionary and find the meaning for students. When they are making list, that is words and meanings, then they open dictionary and they work on it. But during lecture, majority times, teacher move with understanding meaning of the word. Now, when we come to synonyms, then one word have many words. Those words which match, not particularly, not the same meaning, but the meaning of the other words also match, and your necessity will be fulfilled. Like, we will go with this chart. Now look here. This is vocabulary for synonyms. If I say the word that we working on today is speak, to speak, this is a verb, and to talk. That day in my English video, I have told you the difference between talk and speak. But the meaning is approximate same, speaking and talking. Now another word which relates to these two is to yell. Yell. Yell is also having meaning with this, only the style is different. What yell means? When shout loudly or angrily. When somebody is speaking in a normal way, that is speak, that is talking, conversation between two persons. When you are yelling, it means you are shouting loudly. You have seen in cartoons that somebody is yelling, or even people yelling at each other when they are angry. This is what yelling, the meaning is same. Then come very important thing, whispering. When one person speaks in the ear of second person. Why? Want to share some secret thing, so they whisper. This is also speaking, quiet and secretly in ear. Then mumble. It happens in class. When teacher asks a question and you don't know the correct answer, then what you do? Miss, I'm trying. This is what mumbling is. So, unclear. When the sound is unclear, that is speaking, but the sound is unclear, then it is mumbling. It means not confidently speaking, but not confidently. Mutter. Mutter is talking to yourself. A slow sound, and like sometime I do, that now I have to go outside, and the first thing that I will do is that I will clean my bike, and then I have to take my mask, because nowadays it is very strict outside. So what I'm doing, I'm talking to myself. This is muttering, speaking, but second word is muttering for that. Debate, you all know debates. Either you discuss issues In favor or against? On stage, your teacher says we are having a debate competition. It means you are going to speak in favor or against. Dispute. When you strongly disagree something, then speaking is different than that. With force you are doing it. No, I don't agree. What I am doing, I am disputing. This is my dispute. Then come converse, the simple conversation. All these, you can replace the word speak with it. So one word speak or talk. How many synonyms you have got? You can see. So this is how you are improving your vocabulary. In your mind there is only one word speak, but Sir Javed have told you so many synonyms for speak and talk. Second is to look. Look at me. You heard from your teacher. Students, look at me. Now, what are the synonyms for this look? To stare. Now stare. Even girls say, why you are staring at me? If a boy is looking at some girl and the girl says, why you are staring at me? Staring, it means that you can't take off your eyes for two reasons. One, you are enjoying that thing. When you are enjoying that thing, then why? Because you have seen a scenery on a wall. You went to your friend's house and you have seen one picture on the wall, a scenery, a beautiful scenery, and you can't take off your eyes. You are staring at that. And second, rude. When you are looking at other people, you are continuously looking at them, and then the other people will become uncomfortable. This is staring. Then glance. You are in a hurry and your daughter came to you. You are going outside some office for some office work and your daughter came in a hurry. Papa, look, I have made this picture. And you, what you are doing? Oh, very good, you did very well. And you went to office. What you did? You glanced at this picture. To look briefly for a short time. Just an eye. Quick look and in a hurry you left. This is glance. It is also looking. Then comes peek. Now, peek. Our Islam also restricts this thing. This is our habit. We go to somebody's house, we ring the bell, and then from a gate, we want to peek inside. Just want to see what is happening inside. Either Mr. Shoaib's car is there or not, he is inside or not. So what you are doing, you are peeking. To try to look inside something, you shouldn't, because you are spying someone, and this is a big theft. This is also look. To glimpse. This is also like glance. Very view briefly or partially. Suppose that you are in jungle and you are looking for a beautiful bird to catch, and suddenly the bird flies. You will just have a glimpse of that bird. Then gaze. Gaze means to stare with admiration. Somebody is speaking in a very decent way and I am looking at that person, I am gazing at that person because the words are so beautiful. I am not staring. There is a difference between, both means look, but staring is something else, I told you, and gazing is something else. To squint. S-Q-U-I-N-T. Squint. What is squint, my dear? Look at me. Look at my face. This is squint. The light is disturbing me. I want to look over there. So what I'll do? When you look at sun and still there is a kite flying and you want to see your kite. So what you will do? You will put your hand but your eyes will be like this. This is squinting. Looking but disturbing sharp light. This is squinting. Clear to you now? Then the next 3 more. To eat. When we eat something. The first is to crunch. Crunch is also eating. Like Lays. When you eat Lays, crisp sound comes. Carrot, there is a sound when you break the carrot. So eating something noisily. It means you are eating, we can say you are crunching. To munch. This is, I have written cow and rabbits. You have seen cow whole day munching food. Cow is munching food. Rabbit, you have seen? Rabbit also do this thing. Continuously the mouth is moving. It means for a long time. Very slowly, but for a long time. The in your, like my young niece Alishpa, she always do this thing. She munch food. Then to scoff. When we say scoff, it means quickly and greedily. Wow, such a tasty pizza we have got. My elder niece, Taiba, when she sees pizza, oh my God, then she is so greedy about it. Eating in a hurry so that I will take another piece. So when you eat in this form, then you are scoffing it. You are eating. But synonym is to scoff, quickly and greedily. Then comes to nibble. Nibble means you are taking a little bite. Now, guests came to your house and still dinner is not ready. So what you will do? You will please place some nuts in front of them. And what they will do? Slowly, past time, no? Waiting for dinner. So eating nuts. That eating nuts is not like this. One nut and then few words and then another nut. So waiting for dinner, it means you are nibbling your food. Eating but nibbling. Then come chomp. C-H-O-M-P. Chew repeatedly, noisily. Whenever you eat toffee and sweets, a sound comes sometimes from your mouth. And repeatedly you have to suck it. Take an example of lollipop. What do? You suck it again and again. So a noise will come and repeatedly you have to. This type of eating is called to chomp. Now drinking. These all are eating synonyms. Now to drink. One word is drink. Now how? First is to sip. Drink slowly, small out. Tea and coffee we sip. We never drink tea like this and coffee like this. What we do? Then place it back. Then few words or eat something and then sip. So when you take sip, then this type of drinking is called to sip. Drink slowly. Slurp. Slurp is a very good word. Majority of the people, they do, and the people that are sitting over there, they feel it bad. Like, I'm drinking tea and I'll do. You have this sound? This is slurping. When you drink something with voice, this is slurping. Drink noisily with sound. Like some eat food also, no? This is slurping. When you drink something, it's slurping. To down. Sometimes all at once. You have seen in movies when they drink, cheers and in one gulp went inside. So in a hurry, like medicine, when young children they don't want to drink medicine, what they do? Mother put a spoon and say, gulp, at once, down, put it down, and at once it goes down. So in a hurry or in a quick way, when something liquid goes down your throat, this type of drinking is called to put down something inside your mouth. Touch. Touch is a word. What are the synonyms for that? To prod. To prod. It means that somebody is here, not listening to me. I'll just touch with finger. Prod. Or I have got a pointed pencil, he's not listening or she's not listening, I'll just pinch. But in a hard manner. This is not procking. This is not prod, P-R-O-D. This is prod. And when a pinch with a pencil, a hard touch, that is called to prod someone. Then to flick. Like teachers sometimes do flicking in class. That is also a touch. Without touching, teacher will say, out from my class, without a word. It means teacher is flicking. Move something quickly or suddenly. Then comes pinch. Squeezing. With your finger and thumb to squeeze someone, body part. Now it is two types. One is quite polite and one is painful. One pinching, every time pinch doesn't mean chutki. One is pinching that is painful. Even with two fingers. This is painful pinching. And one, a cute child is there, oh baby, and when you do like this. This is also pinching. But it is with love, politeness. These are all for touch. And last is hug. To cuddle. Hug is simply Eid Mubarak. A hug is there. What a cuddle is. Cuddle is affectionate way. When you take someone with love in your arms and don't want to hurt that person. Like a very soft thing. You are using a crystal thing. Like your child, your babies. You take it in your arms and you are cuddling that. You are hugging that child in a very nice manner. To embrace. This is hug completely. But this embrace means, one means to hug, and the second mean is when you accept something. I came from village and I am accepting this new lifestyle of a city. I am accepting a new lifestyle. This is also hugging. To embrace something. Either accept or take somebody in your arms and a complete hug. That is called embrace. So these are what synonyms are. Take one word and try to find different words which have nearly same meanings of that. By this, now look, from eat, just one word eat, how many words you have learned? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So today we have done this. One more lecture we will work on this vocabulary, and I will tell you a few more words with few more synonyms. At the end, first read a lot, practice that written exercise that I told you last time, write and make sentences, meaningful sentences, try roots. This is a difficult thing. If you want to do it, otherwise leave it, because it would be a difficult task for the new beginners. Senior ones, they can do this roots, prefix and suffix. Then synonyms. This is very important. You can do it very easily. You can do it very easily. So I hope that this would be beneficial for you. Wait for my next video. But remember that you have to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. I know when I say this sentence you get angry, but this is for your benefit. But either you get angry or not, I love you people, and I will again repeat. Press my bell icon and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.